Jessica, are you out there? Let's see if she made it on.
Hey, I am right here.
All right, Jessica, hold tight 1 second. I'm going to put this on speaker mode. There we go. Jessica, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
I'm so grateful you came on. So I noticed on your post, you said that you were a fly on the wall for a long time. And, I guess we weren't really aware of you, which is totally cool. Like we actually think that it kind of builds anticipation because we know there's these shredder ninjas hanging out in the group, kicking butt, and then when they show up, it's like, oh, there you are. We wanted to meet you. So where are you calling from?
Utah.
No, Utah. What part?
Do you know where Morgan's at?
Of course I know where Morgan's at. Yeah, we own property there at East Canyon.
Nice. So I'm pretty close to East Canyon. You know where I 64
awesome.
and there's another road. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I've been going up to East Canyon since I was a baby.
Nice.
Yeah. So we've been members there, and then also we own 1,000 acres there that just borders the lake. So it's
perfect.
That's home to me. I love
it.
So who shared ER Shred with you?
Well, our good friend Lenny Evans wouldn't be quiet about it.
Here he is again. That's why he's legendary. How do you know Lenny?
Well, I met him 5 or so years ago at a bliss retreat before I was with Isogenics or anything, and have just stuck to him since.
He's pretty sticky that way.
Yeah.
I love Lenny too. So tell me this. What is your passion? Like, what do you love? What do you do?
Recovery and creating new habits. I struggled with addiction, and so creating new habits and just living that recovery life and creating your life, that is what I'm passionate about.
That's a cool thing to be passionate about.
Yeah.
I love that. All right, and so now to the ER Shred part. Give us an idea, life before ER Shred. How was it going in terms of your health? How were things going before, and kind of what transpired?
Yeah. I wouldn't say things were bad. Things were good. I had been partnered with Isogenics for like 3.5 years. And so I had created some new habits and putting the nutrition in, and that was life changing in itself. But I was avoiding meats and eggs and everything all together. I was trying to eat more vegetables, and it got me so far, but then it kind of hit a plateau, and I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see. I lost some weight. I could start to see that I was building muscle, but I couldn't really get any further than that. And then Lenny, on his calls, he just would talk about this ER Shred. And to be honest, the shred thing, I was totally like, he was so excited about it, but I wasn't. The shred part just
okay. Yeah, like I want to hear that. There was a hang up around the word shred for you.
Shred, yes. Okay. And so I was totally like, I was in this like soft, like peaceful, like I didn't like the word shred. And so I was like, I didn't want anything to do with it. And there was all this meat and butter. And I just was like, whatever, I'm eating vegetables and I'm going to be in a peaceful, do it on my own way.
Right. And so
what? Kept talking about it.
Yep.
And so I finally was like, okay, there's got to be something to it. I got to check this out. If anything, for the people that I'm talking to and other people that I'm helping, it may help them.
Right.
And so like, hey, I'll try it out. So I got into the group and checked it out. I loved the community. I loved that there was coaching. I loved that there's support. And so that was a really big turn on for me. And I just kind of looked and seen what was going on, and I tried it. And that was back in April. I did one and just fell in love. I just realized that my body needed meat, I think.
So you had said ditch the scale.
Yeah.
In your post. And by the way, guys, if you'd like, please, if you're watching this live, if you're present, make notes of these individuals that share. And then after the call, go back and just search up their name in the group, and all the, their posts will show up. If they posted, and some of them have posted like, this is Jessica. Jessica, you gave me permission to share this photo. Can I show everybody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So check this out. This is where you'll see these pictures, and it says after first shred and then after second shred, guys. Take a look here. And that really got me when you said you'd lost how many pounds? I think you said 2.
No. So Yeah. So from the beginning, that first photo and then where I'm at now is only a 2 pound difference, which is
Right.
crazy.
Right. That's what we need to talk about. It's
Yeah.
nuts. It's insane. It doesn't make any sense. What do you chalk that up to?
I mean, it's just muscle, getting rid of that fat. I mean, you can see how inflamed I was and just the fat and everything in that picture. And then just changing. I mean, you can see I haven't seen muscles like that in a long time. And you see a big difference from that first shred to my second shred. So I did my first shred in April and I just kind of maintained it. I loved the meat. I mean, I still ate other things, but for the most part, I maintained the shredder lifestyle.
Right.
And then I did my second one, and you can see just the second one that we just all did, and
Yeah.
you can just see a huge difference.
Yeah, no, I see it. I see it in your pictures. I want to mention about that I just want people to know that what's cool about this is we give you a tracks to run on, as Jesse always says. We give you tracks to run on, but we don't dictate to you. You have to eat this. You must eat this. We're teaching you. It's scary for most people in the beginning because they go, I need to be told what to do in everything. I used to get these calls on Friday night. You guys will get a kick out of this. Those of you that have been around with us for a long time. I used to get these calls on Friday night. Hey, Sean, I'd be on a date with my wife. Hey, Sean, can I eat red potatoes? And I would just go, oh gosh. You know what I mean? So what's cool about this is people, we actually give them freedom, and they're either gonna fail from that and learn from the failure, or they're just gonna grow. I mean, that's the beauty of it. They're finally gonna see some growth around eating what their body tells them to eat and listening.
And I mean, that's how I was. I don't like being told what to do. I don't. And so it was great to just say, hey, eat meat, eat butter. And I tried the other things. And the great thing was, I just don't crave it. I don't crave, like, there's no food does not have control over my life. And the main reason of why I wanted to do this was, like I mentioned, I am in recovery. I struggle with addiction, and I've got 3 kids. I'm a single mom of 3 kids, and their dad also struggles with addiction, and it runs in the family. And so it's a huge, huge thing for me. I learned how much nutrition plays on our mental health and how we react in those ways. And so I have just been searching on what I can do to support my body and myself. And I, of course, want those habits to roll into my family, my kids. And I'll tell you what, when I was trying to be vegetarian, whatever, my kids didn't want anything to do with any of the meals that I was making. But now it's like, okay, hamburgers, okay, eggs, bacon, okay, like they'll eat anything. So it's like my life is 1,000 times better.
I got to tell you, Jessica, it runs even deeper than that. Children, there was a study done where children who were not getting animal foods, animal products in their diet, versus those that were given just 1 egg a day. 1 egg a day was the only animal product they were given, and tracked over time. And those children that were given an egg a day, they grew more and they grew faster. Whereas those that weren't, the growth was stunted. So little things like that start to speak to us about, inherently what the human species might should be eating. What non-scale victories did you see? You talked about the cravings. Any others?
Yeah, I mean, just within those things, the habits, like I would say I ate pretty well before, but I still had those cravings. Like we would have a movie night, we'd have a bag of Oreos, we'd go through a bag of Oreos, or like we'd have those things. We don't even like, and bread was a big one. My kids would go through bread in 2 days. Like it was gone, a loaf of bread. But now we don't. I don't remember the last time I bought bread or Oreos, or I've been able to create new habits within my home, and it makes me feel good about my kids. Like, sure, still they'll go get a treat or whatever now and then, but we just don't, it's not part of our home.
That's what we've noticed as well with our children. How long have you been doing this?
Since April.
Oh, man, that's so cool. I love that. We love the longevity. Like Jesse and I were talking about this over the weekend. Like we just dig the longevity and the empowerment. That's what we're all about. We don't want the fad diet crap. We want people that stick and keep getting better. And I think that's what you'll find is it just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
You're awesome. So everybody, please do connect with Jessica in the group. She's amazing. you'll soon come to find that everybody in this group is just awesome. So let's go to the